Hey there lovelies, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my bathroom. Today I'm just going to be doing a simple get ready with me, and I thought I'd bring you along with me as I get ready for the day. Alright, so in this get ready with me, we're just going to be real casual. Today I just work from home, but I am also a mom, and so I do like to kind of just be prepped for whatever comes in a day, you know, whether I've got a on video call that I need to hop onto really quick with some team members, or sometimes I've just had neighbors drop by, or I like to go out. What I can always expect with working from home is can always expect the unexpected is always going to happen. And I just feel so much better about myself, and I work a lot more efficiently when I am dressed up, and it doesn't have to be too crazy dressed up, but sometimes I like to dress up as if I'm going into the office, and sometimes I'm just in a t-shirt like what I'm wearing now, but if I just put on a little bit of makeup, it helps me, again, feel a lot better about myself. It's just one of those small self-care things that I do to really help my moods and help me be happier. Because even if it's gloomy outside, if I've got makeup on, I'm happy. So that's all part of being a mom. It's really easy to let yourself go sometimes. We've all had those moments and those time of months, but I find that if you get up, at least just brush your hair, even if you're just putting on a little mascara. I used to work in a manufacturing shop, and I mean, it was filthy, and that's just how it is working in a manufacturing shop. I've worked on, you know, farms as a kid. It's just really dirty work, working in a manufacturing shop, but you know, I always felt a lot better and more presentable to the customers that I was talking to when I at least had mascara on, because I have blonde eyelashes, and so you can't see my eyelashes at all, even though they're long and curly. You can't see them, and so when I put on at least mascara, then I'm, again, more presentable. How many times am I going to say that in this video? If you are struggling with any kind of, you know, anxiety or depression, I remember after having my son, you know, there's the classic baby blues that happen, and I just found if I got up, at least changed out of my pajamas, right, and not into sweats, changed out of my pajamas and into, you know, whether that was shorts, because I was living in Texas, it was super hot, put on shorts and a t-shirt, and comb my hair, put it in a ponytail, love it down, whatever, and then just put on like minimal mascara. Like even that would help me feel a lot better. So it really helps you get out of that slump. It's a little self-care thing, you know, to do for yourself as well. So, you know, don't ignore doing self-care things for yourself. I'm just gonna come in with some highlight, and the routine that I'm showing you right now, this is the exact routine that I use when I get ready every day. And I usually give myself about 10 minutes to do my makeup in the morning. Just in case, you know, there's a different blush I want to put on, or I want to do a little bit more with my eyes. I always have just that little extra time before I have to go to work from home, before I turn on my laptop, sit down, and I'm done getting ready for the day. Also, you know, with a lot of these products that I'm putting on, you know, I have hit pan on quite a few of them because I do use them every single day. And when I first started watching YouTube, I became super obsessed with all of the project panners and everything. I just thought it was so cool. You know, a cool way to use up makeup rather than just be a consumer of buy, which I've done that too. And that's also really fun, but that can sometimes be a little hard on the wallet. And so doing project pan, you know, it makes it really fun. And, you know, realistically, not all of us are just gonna go out and buy makeup all the time. You know, I get to do that. Many other beauty YouTubers get to do that because that's part of our job. And also, you know, when I wasn't a YouTuber, it was just a passion of mine. But I mean, really, to go through a makeup product takes years. It takes so long. Like, I will show you. So this I got for my birthday from Nars, or from Sephora, and I have used it all up. I used it as eyeshadow, I used it as nose contour, I used it as bronzer. This teeny tiny little pan took me well over a year to use. Like, we're talking a couple years probably, maybe even longer than that. And so, you know, going from using something like this versus using, you know, a whole like pan bronzer, I mean, that's a lot of product. And this one has 0.08 ounces, and this Tarte one has 0.32 ounces. This isn't even like my biggest one either. You know, so if it took me a couple of years to go through a mini, to go through a really big one, this is gonna take, you know, a lifetime. So, you know, really, the regular consumer, like, we don't need many products. You know, recently I needed some new eyeliner, and I've used the NYX eyeliners, and for some reason those like made my eyes water and sting actually. So I thought I would try out these new E.L.F. ones. I got a brown one, the No Budge retractable eyeliner in coffee, and then the one in black. And let me tell you, I have been super surprised. These have not budged all day long, and I can even smudge them out if I want to. And even though I have hooded eyes, I do like to put a little bit of some kind of liner on, just because it helps emphasize. I'm going to smudge that out because it helps really put in that, really helps darken up my lash line. And I can even bring this out here and just do like a faded out wing. But I don't use too much because I don't want to cover up my lid. But again, it's almost like as if I was tight lining, but not quite. But I'm really impressed by these eyeliners because I think they were only like $5 a piece, which is super cheap. And for them to last all day, I can smudge them out. You know, that's way better than a lot of other eyeliners out there. You know, you can go really high end, they can be super expensive, but this one was just really cheap, and you can get, you know, from E.L.F, you can get from any local drugstore, Walmart, Target, CVS. You can even get it outside of the States and everywhere. So I like that, very easily accessible makeup. Come in, do our eyebrows here. Now, if you've watched a couple of my videos, then you'd notice that I don't put product in my eyebrows, which I know I'm one of the very, very few people that my eyebrows are naturally a little bit fuller. I mean, they can get sparse, but they also match my hair color. I used to have a lot darker hair color, and that's when I would, you know, put some product in, but I just don't really like super dark eyebrows because I like to go with my natural, as much natural beauty as I can. my eyebrows is just one of those that I don't need to. I've tried using gels and such as well to keep them in place, but then they're just like really crunchy, and sometimes they can be white and flaky. Okay, you know how some people, when they put on mascara, we all started out going, you know, with our mouth really wide open. So I worked super hard to have my mouth closed. A little bit harder when I'm talking, but to have my mouth closed when I'm putting on mascara. But I have found that I tend to have my mouth open when I do other things now. And so I would just see my aunts and, you know, everyone around me putting on makeup and all of their mouth open, you know, why is eye? Because we think that if our eyes are wider, then our mascara is going to go on better. I'm just going to come and wipe off just a little excess there. Let's see. Went for peachy blush. So I'm coming with a nude lip liner to try and match. This is one trick. If you maybe don't have like the most perfect lipstick color to match, you can mix and match, you know, your lip liners and your lipstick to match together. So now I'm coming in with a pink lipstick. I use like a nude, it's kind of like a very, it's the NYX Line Loud Lip Pencil in Gold Crusher, and it looks very nude, but when it's on my lips, it comes off like kind of orange and not quite so nude. And so I find that if I mix this with a pink lipstick, like this pink nude one, then I can get, you know, kind of like that orangey mix that I'm going for. Thanks for joining me today in this casual get ready with me as I get ready for, you know, my day and for work and for being a mom. Make sure you like and especially subscribe so that I can create more awesome content like this for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!